We are continuing to track severe thunderstorms moving across southeast Louisiana. Now a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of the North Shore that mentions a particularly dangerous situation. That means winds that could be in excess of 70 miles per hour within what we call a bow echo. You can kind of see this radar picture and pick out that backward C shape. That's the bow echo, or a line of thunderstorms that has some really wicked strong winds with it. And these winds have been recorded 70 to even 80 miles per hour throughout the Baton Rouge Metro, Lafayette, and Lake Charles. And now it's moving through southeast Louisiana. So a new severe thunderstorm warning for southern parts of Washington Parish, as well as much of St. Tammany Parish. We'll zoom into that, and that's that yellow polygon that goes until 9 p.m., including Covington, Mandeville, Madisonville, Tallahassee, all the way up into southern Washington Parish for winds that could be up to 70 or greater miles per hour. So I often like to say, treat this like a tornado warning. Although we don't have a tornado warning in effect at the moment, winds could be stronger than a weak tornado. So again, make sure you're getting away from all the windows, sheltering lowest floor of your house. Don't go outside looking for the strong winds. We have seen some really impressive video down trees, down power lines, etc. throughout the western and central part of our state. So really take these storms seriously. Mandeville, this is knocking on your doorstep. Madisonville, it's moving through right now. And I do notice a little bit of rotation that has started to pop up right on the south side of the Tchefuncte River, where it spills out into Lake Pontchartrain. You can see a little bit of rotation right about here. Elsewhere, though, there's a little bit of rotation right close towards the causeway. And as this begins to move towards St. Tammany Parish, I would be concerned for a brief spin-up tornado or a waterspout that moves towards land. We've got a special marine warning that is in effect for Lake Pontchartrain as well. And all throughout this yellow polygon, from Folsom to Covington to Mandeville, all the way close towards Lacombe and Slidell, we've got that gusty wind and damaging wind potential. So as we time out this whole complex moving throughout St. Tammany Parish, Madisonville, like I mentioned, it's basically on top of you right as we speak. 8:34 p.m. is the expected arrival time there. Mandeville, 8:38 right along the lakefront. Lacombe, 8:44, 8:54 in Slidell, and Pearl River looking at about the top of the hour at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I did mention over the causeway. This is not a time that I would be traveling over the causeway. If you can avoid it, there is some signs of rotation, and within that special marine warning, they do mention the possibility for winds that could be in excess of 55 to 60 miles per hour, 55 knots to 60 miles per hour. And again, there's a couple of little appendages that are showing up within this line. It's not a direct straight line, which tells me that where you see that red and green coming together, there are some signs that we could have brief tornadoes or waterspouts that are forming over Lake Pontchartrain. So again, not the time to be traveling across Lake Pontchartrain on both sides of the lake towards the Twin Span. The worst of the weather approaching the South Shore as we speak. Down south, no severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for the New Orleans metro area south of the lake at this time. These are strong storms that are really producing a whole lot of lightning closer towards Houma and Thibodaux. Approaching Larose, you're going to be getting in on this within the next half hour. And you can see the lightning not nearly as prolific as it was towards the North Shore, but still, we're looking at about 1,000 lightning strikes with this southern complex from Houma over towards Chack Bay, now rolling through Laplace and Reserve and Gramercy. And my folks in St. Charles Parish, Kenner, over towards the airport, getting in on some of those stronger storms with winds 45 to 60 miles per hour. Now, notice that line of storms. You can kind of see some more bright reds that have started to pop up here. That is that leading edge of that line of storms. You see that moving through here? I wouldn't be surprised, based on some of the radar returns that we're seeing, to get a new severe thunderstorm warning issued for parts of the South Shore, including the New Orleans metro, predominantly for the gusty wind potential, winds that could be in excess of 59 miles per hour. But I'll time this out, even though it's not severe weather warned at the moment, just to give you an idea of timing. So Kenner, we're looking at right about now, 8:35 p.m. into New Orleans by 8:45 to 8:50. Chalmette, my folks in St. Bernard Parish, into parts of Chalmette and Violet, looking at right about the top of the hour. The latest update from the Storm Prediction Center does now trim back that greatest threat for damaging winds. That area that's highlighted in red, that's the 75+ mile per hour wind concern. It's a level 3 out of 5, so an enhanced threat for damaging winds. With regards to timing, again, knocking on much of the New Orleans metro from Slidell to Lacombe to Bogalusa and the Mississippi coast near Bay St. Louis by about 9 to 9:30 p.m. Then as we get closer to 9:30, all the way down towards Grand Isle, LaRose, Galliano, Port Fourchon, you're getting in on the rough weather right at about 9:30. Lots of lightning, gusty winds, even an isolated tornado potential. And by the time we get to 11:30, it looks like the Mississippi coast getting in on some moderate to heavy rain, but the worst of the weather, although there will be some lingering storms overnight, there could be an isolated flash flood threat, but the greatest severe weather comes within just the next couple of hours. Of course, stay with us here on WGNO. We'll have a full newscast coming up at 10 o'clock, and of course, more updates on social media throughout the evening.